Hello, everyone. I apologize. I was playing with my camera to try to see if we could get it to be in the right orientation so everything isn't backwards. So I'm going to try something here in a minute and we will see if it works. We'll see. Someone gave me a little trick and we're going to try it and see. So hopefully it works. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll give everybody a minute or two to find us and then we will jump in. I just noticed something that wasn't there before. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Not what I thought it was, but we're going to try that here in a minute. So we'll see if that works. What a beautiful day today, huh? Just a super, super wonderful day. No humidity or very low humidity's right up my alley. Just how I like it. I don't mind it being warm. I'm okay with that. But I don't like all the sticky humidity. So make sure you say hello and let me know you're here and that you can hear me okay. One thing I didn't do is put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But hopefully we don't have any interruptions. Hi, Kim. Happy Friday Eve. Yes, I love it. I love it. This time just flying by so quickly. Just seems like just the other day I was saying, oh, I have to go to work on Monday. And now I've already been to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. Oh, the week's already gone by. Craziness. Hope you're doing good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today is Thursday, July the 23rd, 2026, and this is our weekly Facebook Live here on DonnaStamps.com. Thank you for spending a little bit of your night with me. I greatly appreciate it. I have a really cute fun fold to share with you tonight, and we're going to be using the Extraordinary Life bundle out of the current catalog, which is kind of eclectic and kind of fun. I love all of the different layerings and things that you can do. But before I get into all of that, let me remind you of a few things that are going on. Oh, what is on me? Oh, hold on. I see something. Oh, I'm shedding. I thought I had a bug on me, and it's not a bug. Thank goodness. Okay. Me and bugs, not friends. Okay. So I just want to remind you about a couple of things that recently launched and are ongoing right now. One of them, of course, is our foiling system. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try our little thing here and see if I can flip the camera. Okay. Then I need to turn it. And then I need to turn it down, they said. So let's see if I can do it. And if I do it, is it looking at the ceiling? Nope, I went the wrong way. Okay, let's try it this way. Aha, look at that. I think we did it. Yay. Yay. Okay. So I think we might have it. All right. Yay. Let's try. Hopefully we're going in the right direction. Are we? No. It looks good to me, but when I'm looking at it on screen, it looks like, let's see. Hold, please. It looks like now. Is it good? I've got it turned. Let's see. If you could see how it looks on my phone, you would be like, oh my gosh, because my phone is literally upside down, but it looks right. Okay, so hopefully someone tell me, Kim, give it a second for it to turn, and then tell me if the words are in the right orientation. Let's see. Sorry to waste time, but I want to do this. People have been telling me that it's very hard to see and read. Okay, we're going to try it and see. I can't see myself anymore, so hopefully it works. This is our new showstopper of a foil system, which I'm super, super excited about. This just launched just a week or so ago. Okay, I cannot tell if it is upside down or not. Is it? Okay, let's try this. Let's rotate. And now the bar's in the way. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to waste time today. Let's just flip it back, do what we're used to doing, and I'll figure it out. Okay. And I'm very sorry for all that craziness. Okay, we have our brand new foil system. Let me show it to you here. And what's fun about it is that it adds so much shimmer and shine to your projects. Now, this is $169. It works with your your stamp and emboss machine. And so it's not recommended, as I told you last week, to run through the Big Shot. I don't want your warranty to be tampered with if you should put it through the wrong machine and it not work for you. So, but in part of that cost, you're going to get a class through January 4th when you purchase this, that's valued at $30. That's all about projects using the foil system. So I don't have it yet. I've been on the fence. Now I have to have it. So as soon as I get mine, we'll start playing with it. I'll show you all about it. But there are already lots of demonstrators out there showing some incredible projects that I think you'll enjoy. So if you like shimmer and shine, you're going to love this. We also have our July online exclusives that launched at the beginning of the month. So you have those as well. And of course, whenever there is a new month, that means there's a new product of the month. And this month it is the Begonia Bell. We actually played with it at my team meeting. This is what it looks like. I showed it to you the other day. The images are simply stunning. And you can get this for $5 when you place an order of $75 or more after, before shipping and tax and after any rewards. But we used it at my team meeting the other day. This is the card that we made. Look how pretty and big that flower is. Hopefully can see it. It is stunning, just simply stunning. And there's so much that you can do with it as far as color combinations. So if you would like to get that, you only have a few more days because it ends on the 31st. But you can get it, like I said, for $5 when you place your order. Now, in addition to getting that for $5, when you get it through me, you're going to get a PDF that shows you 8 different projects that you can use with that stamp set. So I love to send out free things, and that's one of them. As far as upcoming events, my schedule is getting kind of crazy between now and the end of August. So I want to kind of share a few things with you very quickly. I shared with you the other day the super cute little mini album that we're going to be doing at my Home Sweet Home class. I'm partnering with the Candle Barn in Shepherdsville, and you're going to be making this cute little album as well as a wood house candle. It's $45, and that includes both, and it's at 2 o'clock. Now, you do not register through me like you would normally do. You register through the Candle Barn, and I posted that link here on the group for you. But we had a great time. It's interesting to learn how to mix your colors, the different oils and things that it takes. So if you've ever wondered how to do that, this is a fun opportunity to get that. Pick out your scent, your colors, etc. And then, of course, make a fun project. My next Tuesday class coming up in August is going to be called Let's Get Scrappin'. And that is going to be a 12 by 12 two-page spread class for $30. And it's going to include about $20 in product. And you're going to have plenty of stuff left over to take home. So that link is up on the page right now. That is on Tuesday, August 11th at 6:30. My next Stamp a Stack will be on August the 30th, and you're going to get a 2-for-1 that day because we are doing an all-occasion Stamp a Stack at 1 o'clock. That's 16 cards for each of 4 designs for $25. But it's also my team's annual stash sale. We do this every year, typically in either August or September. The girls go through all of their crafting supplies. Not just Stampin' Up, but all kinds of crafting supplies, and they bring them and they sell them for little or nothing. So if you are looking for certain things or maybe just a bargain and it's, yes, Stampin' Up, but some other things, this is the sale for you. Tons and tons of scrapbooking things. So again, that's on the same day, August the 30th. You don't have to do Stamp a Stack to come to Stash Sale. And you don't have to do Stash Sale to come to Stamp a Stack, but you can do one or both on the same day at the same time. So again, August the 30th at 1 p.m. And then my next registration is open now for my next Creative Escape. That is always the 3rd Saturday in September, which is September 19th. It is from 9 to 6 at the Marine Corps League. It's $50. It includes your space, lunch and dinner. We do a catered lunch from McAllister's, and then dinner is usually a baked potato bar, which we have so much fun with. You're also going to get door prizes and giveaways and raffles, you name it. We just have the best time all day long, and the pillow gifts are always so much fun, and I'm having a blast getting them situated and ready for you. Now, it is limited to a certain number of seats, so if you are interested, you need to register sooner than later. Early bird registration ends on August the 21st, and then the final deadline is September 4th. Now, you can register now, get in on the early bird prize or gift that comes. And then you have, like I said, until September 4th to pay for your registration. But all of that is up on DonnaStamps.com right now over on the right-hand side under the events, and you'll find more information there. We always have the best time. So come out and hang out with us for a while. Okay, make sure you're commenting, saying hello. Hi, guys. Hi, Kim. Hi, Linda. Hi, Diana. Thanks for being here. But make sure you're commenting and saying hello. I put your name into a drawing, and I give away the project that we did on our last live. And that was this fun flip-flop card that goes like this. And, of course, it features that gorgeous Lovely Blooms paper, as well as the sentiment from Cutest Crew. So let's see who is going to get that. I've got everybody's name here in the hat. Got one. Usually I grab 2 or 3. Today I only grabbed 1. Okay. And this is going to go to Linda Lighting. So Linda, I have that address for you. And then, of course, if you share my video, type the word shared in all capital letters, and I will put you into this drawing, and you'll receive a stack of cards from my stash. So let's see who that's going to go to. That's going to go to Diana Harris. So, whoops, I just lost my ticket. There it is. All right. So, Diana, I will get those ready for you. All right. And I've been pulling out cards galore. They're coming out of the woodwork. So we will get those ready for you. And then, of course, I always like to give away a freebie as a thank you gift for anyone who places an order in my online store that's $35 or more before shipping and tax and after any rewards. And yes, if you place a $75 order, you would get this also in addition to the PDF. But you're going to get a brand new pack of the array of dots embellishments. This has got your new Peaceful Pine and Pool Party and Lemon Lolly and Flirty Flamingo. But super, super fun. We're actually using these tonight. But that's all the goodies I have to share for you. So you can take advantage of that as well. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down and we will start on this fun project. So bear with me a second. And I promise I'm going to figure out how to get it to where we are not backwards. Oh, it's annoying. Okay, we are going to be working with the Beautiful Ordinary Life, some of the products. This is on page 28 of the catalog. I'm watching for it to go in here. Hopefully I can see it. Oh, it's upside down. All right, let's go this way. But we're going to, I love this paper. Love everything about it. All three of these pictures are actually of the paper. And so you can kind of see just some of the funness. And I'm going to show you the paper also. There are actually 2 bundles in this suite. One of them is the Borders and Beauty, and it has a lot of really fun borders, etc. But in addition to that, there is a whole group of scrapbooking products as well on pages 30 and 31. And sometimes I think some of the stamp sets kind of gotten overlooked. But the Extraordinary Life stamp set is down here. And while some of it could technically be considered for scrapbooking, the elements and some of the things in these dies are so much fun that they make some really, really super, super cards. So I want to show you that as well. But you'll find those on, like I said, on pages 28 through 31. And of course, if you are a scrapbooker, you've got 2-tone cardstock, you've got a sticker sheet, etc., that you can do a whole lot of things with. All right. This is that paper, and oh my gosh, I love the colors in this. This is called Beautiful Ordinary Life. It has black, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, Real Red, and Timid Tiger. I love this piece. It kind of looks like clouds in a lot of regards, but what's neat about it is when you cut it up, all of your cards are going to be similar but different, right? And then I'll show you the back side in just a second that's black and white. But you've got this pretty ombre piece. And again, the same thing. When you're cutting it apart, you're going to get different variations of the paper as you go, simply based on where you cut it. And then you have a kind of a beehive pattern. Again, very, very pretty with the daffodil and the lemon lolly. And then a pool party, polka dot. And then you have this one and the next one, which are so fun because you can pull all of the different colors and mix and match right from this particular pattern, right? And then a really pretty stripe. So popular. Reminds me of a beach towel, but I just love it. And then on the back side, it's black and white. And so you've got this pattern, which is some really neat leaves. You could easily color these with blends and do some things with it. You have a polka dot, some little V's, another little tile. And again, all of these could be sponged or use daubers, etc., to make a whole lot of different things. So you can do a whole lot with this paper pack. All right. So let me tell you about the pieces that you're going to need. I am not going to go through all of them right this second. I'm just going to kind of get us started and run with it, okay? So we're going to start first with a quarter sheet of cardstock. This is Pretty Peacock. It is 5.5, yep, by 4 1/4. And we're going to use this piece as a layer. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to go ahead and add this. Now, this card was shared by a demonstrator in Canada. And I just love everything that Lori does. So cute. And I changed it up just a tad, but it's very similar to what she did. So we're going to layer those, and that's going to make our card base, okay? Then we need another piece of cardstock. This is Lost Lagoon. This is 8.5 by 3, and we're going to score it at 4 and 8. Now, what this is going to do, I need a bone folder. What this is going to do is it's going to make a fun little inside piece that we're going to be able to do some decorating on. But it also has this little 1/2-inch piece, because it is 8.5 by, right, 8.5 width by 3. And we're just going to bring that up, and we're actually going to create a little pocket within this image, okay? So we've got that. We're going to lay that aside for just a second. And then we have a piece of white that we're going to do some stamping on. And then I did pull a label from the stockings dies just because I already had it cut and I love it. But let me show you the stamp set real fast. So this is the Extraordinary Life. And again, you can see just how many different little elements that you can use for different things, as well as scrapbooking pages. Of course, you can write notes, etc. But look at these dies. How fun are these? Okay, so you've got one that cuts out like note paper, and then you've got others that will either stand alone freely or can work with the stamp set to cut out lots of different embellishments. So we're going to be using this one today. We're going to use the and sign. We're going to stamp the butterfly, and we've got the heart. So we're going to use quite a few of the images, okay? So what I got here, and we're going to use black ink. I went ahead and die cut out that image out of Pool Party. I did a heart already out of Flirty Flamingo. The and sign out of Basic Black. This sort of looks like a heart, but it's actually little stitched leaves to go with your flowers. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I'm using only Memento Black tonight. Just kind of pulls everything together. And on a piece of Darling Duckling, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp tone on tone. So I'm stamping right onto that piece, and then I would run it through the machine, and I've already done one, and you'll end up with this little butterfly that looks like this. Hi, Linda. I actually drew your name for the card that we did last week, so I will get that to you. Okay. And then we have these two pieces. Now for the inside, this is going to be a birthday card. I'm going to do to a marvelous person on their birthday. Now what I want to do with this is I want to put it a little bit to the left versus square in the middle. And you will see why here in a second. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. And then I have this super cute little arrow. And what I want to do with that is I am going to put 2 here. And I'm going to put just one up here. So it's kind of pointing to the marvelous person on their birthday, right? And then for this front label, I'm just going to use happy birthday. And I noticed today, I don't have very many happy birthday stamps. So guess I need to do some shopping, huh? So this one is from the barbecue dies. And the sentiment that I just used there, that is from Sending Salutations, which is becoming one of my new favorites. Now for this, I'm going to put this more to the right. And you'll see why here in a minute. Okay, so we've got that done. So that's all the stamping we need to do. Easy peasy, right? All right, so we've got that done. I'm going to lay these over here. Now what I want to do first is, we're not going to attach this to our base yet, and I'm going to make a pocket, but I don't want to close it because I want to put this in here first, okay? There. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add this. And this is something that you can, number one, use this design for lots of different things, especially with the holidays coming up. It's going to be fun for Christmas, okay? So we've got that there. And then because I am going to make a pocket, that doesn't look straight. Yes, it does. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of green glue. Maybe. Come on. Oh, come on. I just used you, so you should not be doing that. I'm always afraid that if I squeeze too hard, anybody else have this, that you're afraid it's going to pop out? Hold on. Oh, God, I don't want to do it. I just used that. I've got another one. Hang on. We'll try this one. I see people use green glue all day long, and it comes out so nice, and invariably it gets to me and it doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for just a second, okay? Just to give it a minute. And we don't want to attach it yet, and you'll see why here in just a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this. And if you let green glue sit for just a second, it kind of gets tacky, as glue should, but then it doesn't really squish out as much, okay? All right, so we've got that. We're going to close this, and we're going to burnish it really well. And then I have 2 pieces of the same designer series paper. These are 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, the same size as your piece of white, okay? And I'm going to put one on the left, and I'm going to put one in the front. Okay, so we'll add this here, just like that, okay? And then we'll take this one, and we're going to put it on the front here. Now you're going to need some ribbon for this project. And I'm going to be using Darling Duckling. But I did not realize that this recently sold out. I still had it in my last chance list. But this is the faux linen ribbon, and I have 20 inches, okay? And of course, you can use any that is going to work for you. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just folding it in half and kind of pinching it so that I know exactly where my center is. And you want to make sure that you put this piece together first before you attach your ribbon, and not before, and do everything before you put it onto your layer. So I'm going to take that fold I just put in there, put it over the end here. So I'm pretty much in the center, and of course, there it is. Okay. And I want to attach my ribbon at least on the front. You don't necessarily have to attach it on the back. The nice thing about this is this ribbon has some grain to it, so it allows you to bring it back up. Okay, there we go. Now I am going to go ahead and turn this over. I'm going to leave my ribbon tails out for right now. And I'm going to add adhesive really well. Just so that I know I've got good coverage, okay? And then we're going to add this right to the center of this panel. Okay, I need to scoot up. My chair is going and I'm not. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to put this right here in the center. Okay, and go ahead and adhere it down. Now, by doing so, this won't flop, and of course now the ribbon is sandwiched in the back behind this panel. Okay, so now I've got my elements here. And what I want to do is I'm going to take the little piece here and I'm just going to lay it right across here. And it's okay if this hangs off the bottom and a bit on the top. Where you don't want to have anything hanging over is over here on the side, because when this opens, you don't want to crush it. And bear with me a second, because sometimes when I look at this with these, it's an optical illusion and it looks off to me, but it's not. I might not have cut it exactly straight. That might be part of it. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this right here. Okay. Then I have my ampersand. I believe that's how you say that. And I want it to be up here at the top. And again, I want it to overlap, but I'm going to put it flat on my project. And of course, you could use liquid glue if that's your adhesive of choice. Just going to let it kind of peek out like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my sentiment, and I want my sentiment to kind of be at an angle also, right? And I want it to be kind of touching my ribbon. So I'm going to put it sort of like that, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put it on dimensionals if I can find them. There they are. You ever wonder where things go? You know they're right here in front of you, but then you don't see them. All right, so we're going to add this. We'll add one more. Okay, so I'll take those off. Okay. And we'll add him right across here. And like I said, the fun thing about this stamp set and the bundle and all the elements is that, you know, I'm going to pick this up a little bit. Nah. Yeah. I want to tuck it more under. There we go. Okay, like that. Okay. We have that. Then here's our heart. And I'm going to add the heart flat right here on this far side. So add him. And again, I'm going to kind of look at where I'm placing things, because when I open it, I don't want it to catch and get smashed. Okay? So I'm going to kind of move it over just a tad. There we go. We'll put him there. Nope, we're not. Okay, why isn't anyone cooperating tonight? There we go. Okay, we'll put him there. Okay, I have this little leaf, and we're going to add him down here at the bottom. And again, we're just kind of layering things in different directions. I think I might go this way just to kind of fill in some of that white. And then I'm going to add my butterfly right down here, and I want it to be on a dimensional. I'm going to put the dimensional more up because, there we go, yeah. Because I want it flat, but at the same time, I want to, actually, let's do something different. Let's get a mini. And let's add some minis down at the bottom here. We'll do 2. That way I can add a tad of adhesive up here on my leaves, or excuse me, my wings, not leaves, wings. There we go. And we can attach it. Okay, so we're going to add him right about there. Okay. All right, so now we've got that all done. Let's grab our gems. And again, the fun thing about this is you can mix and match colors. You can kind of do whatever you want with it. So I think I'm going to add, let's do a combination of multiples. Let's add a small one here. Okay, let's add a yellow one up here. Yep. And let's add a flirty one over here by our butterfly. Okay. Now, the fun thing about this is like I said, this is a pocket, so you can tuck a gift card right in that pocket, right? And it will still give you plenty of room if you wanted to put a piece of white over here instead so you could write. You have room to write here. And then all you have to do is take your ribbon and tie it shut. Maybe, if you hold your tongue right. There we go. Okay. I will tell you, this ribbon is a little thicker than you might like to work with. So I would go with a ribbon that is a little, not necessarily as wide. I think it works better and it might lay a little bit better for you. But you'll trim off your ends, dress it up. And then you've got, I'm gonna trim it off just a little bit more. There we go, now it's more even. And you've got this super cute card. So how fun, right? And then all they have to do is untie it. And when they open it, there is their gift. Now, how cute would this be for Christmas, right? Find some stamp sets that have some cute little elements as well. Holly and different things, and you could do the same thing. You could really, really dress this one up, okay? So here's another one, almost identical. This one instead has Tim and Tiger, and it has a different background paper, but you can kind of see how you can change them up and do lots of different things with this. So I hope you like this. I hope you'll give it a try. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out and let me know. So have a great rest of your weekend. If you are coming tomorrow to Off the Rails, I can't wait to see you. It's going to be a super fun class. Otherwise, I might see you on Sunday for Stamp-A-Stack. And if not, I'll see you next week for next week's Facebook Live and another fun project. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay cool, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.